Hello guys, it's Nosferatu Gaming DH here. I am now going to do, since it's been 2 days, I am going to do another guide video. This guide video is basically a guide about guilds. Basically everything about guilds right now that's in the game. I will not be adding Fortress Raids because it is a new thing that has been added. I think it was 2 weeks ago or last week. I don't know anything about it because my guild does not have enough contribution to actually go in this Fortress Raid, so I can't tell you anything about it. But I could later on in a part 2 video or something. I will go on the wiki and see what's going on, how do you do it, what is going on. Sorry, I couldn't do anything about that, but I will tell you the basics of a guild and what to do when you're starting up a new guild. So you got your guild right here. I'll tell you everything I can about the guild and what happens, what do you do, how do you get things. So first off, I'm going to start with joining a guild. Joining a guild is easy. All you have to do is type in the name of a guild and you'll be able to join that guild. You have to apply for the guild, and then the leader or the guild masters will have a choice to accept or decline your application, and if they accept it, you are joining the guild, and if they don't, then you don't join the guild. Simple basic thing right there. Second thing I'm going to talk about is contribution. Contribution is basically needed to open guild maps. I'll talk about guild maps directly after. The contribution is, as it says over here, it says each member can provide a maximum of 750 contribution each day, while the guild has a limit of 300,000 contribution. But I don't think anyone would actually keep 300,000 contribution because they'll be busy opening guild maps or going into fortress raids. Contribution, each point of energy, this means anything you spend your energy on, mines, even explorations contribute. So any amount of energy spent, so one energy spent is one contribution basically. So the more people you have, like the more active people you have, the more contribution you get, because everyone's going to be contributing a hell of a lot of contribution. So yeah, that is basically contribution done. Now we got the guild mall. No, not the guild mall. I'm going to do guild maps first, because then we could get into guild mall. So the guild maps are basically maps for your guild, and each time you go into them, you could attack the enemy creatures. Yes, they have a hell of a lot of health, and I will explain this right now. They have a lot of health because even if you don't kill them, you don't have to worry, because their health still stays at where it was when you died. So obviously, unless you have a really overpowered frost armor oracle deck or something that will kill them all, you most likely die. Especially if you're new, you're level 30 or 20 just joining the guild, you're obviously going to die and not do as much damage, but you will do quite a few damage. This is definitely worth doing. You get 2 attempts a day. Do it 2 times a day, because this is the best method to get coins, so you should do this. The enemies are quite hard to kill, but if you got a good guild with good people, for example, we got Mimiko here or someone, he does 1 million damage. So yeah, you need someone good you need a lot of good people in the guild in order to kill the people in the guild maps easily. Once a stage is cleared, everyone will get 100 guild mall tokens, and you could apply for guild bounties. Guild bounties are when you press apply up here, you will get a bunch of guild bounties. Each level provides a different guild bounty. Apart from, like, some of them provide the same thing, but you always get all of these guild bounties, and they change depending on each map. Like the guild bounties are different here. So each time you complete a map, you could apply for a guild bounty. When you apply for a guild bounty, you have to wait a certain amount of time to get that bounty reward. But if you apply for a bounty, you will only get one of that reward, then you have to apply again. Rewards refresh every single hour. So yeah, that bit done. If you are, it says here complete by 4 days, 17 hours. You have a time limit. You don't have a time limit, but you have a time limit for a bonus reward. 150 here, 200 here. We haven't opened these maps yet, so yeah, you'll also get a bonus reward. You could go higher in the damage ranking. So the damage ranking is basically the guy with the most that did the most damage in the guild maps gets the highest reward, and it decreases with the less damage you do until a set. So here the set is 1100, which is the minimum that you could get in guild maps. So that's another one done. So guild mall, once you acquired guild tokens from the guild maps, and as I should have said, when you complete the whole guild map, you get a larger reward of tokens, the guild mall tokens. Now with the guild mall tokens, you could buy all of these things. You could buy shards for 4-star heroes. You could buy 100k coins, 2,500 glory points, and some evolving materials which are used to evolve your creatures, which you will get at level 30, and that basically allows you to level your creatures to 16 and get them a 4th skill. Right, now that is done, we have got the fortress raids. Sadly, I don't know anything about the fortress raids yet. I will probably post a video about this later on once I know about the fortress raids. Now the contribution, there's still a lot more to talk about the contribution. The contribution, you need it. You need it for guild maps to open them. Once you complete a guild map, or once you have a guild map here, once you complete a guild map, it will require contribution to open one. So here it says 135,000 contribution here, 90 contribution, and the higher the contribution, the better shards and creatures you could get. So that's why it's really important. The more your guild contributes, the more you could open maps, and the more you could open maps, the easier it is for people to get creatures and creature shards. And I forgot to mention, over here there are all the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star creatures. No, sorry, the 3-star and 4-star creatures here are all for unsealing. So whenever you need to unseal a creature, for example, Arcane Sage, he has 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yeah, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 creatures that could be obtained in guild maps. So yeah, that is basically it for that. Okay, here we have the guild name and stuff like that. You could change the sign of the guild, and you could change the guild notice, but you could only do this if you are a guild master or guild captain. There could only be 2 captains in the guild. I don't know why they only allowed you to have 2 captains, but what the guild captains can do, they could award people shards and cards. So yeah, they could award people shards and cards if they're good in the guild or something, but people mostly do not do that. And yeah, what's the point of awarding people? Oh yeah, very important, please make sure you stay out of guilds that has captains that reward themselves. Yep, in this game you could reward yourselves, and some people actually still use, it's called a slave guild. Basically they use you for contribution, and they take all the cards for themselves, they take all the shards for themselves, they award themselves everything, they give themselves everything, and they just use you for your contribution and your ability to kill the guild maps there. So make sure you stay away from those kind of ones over there. Another thing I have to say is, let's see, yeah, I'm gonna give you tips now. I'm gonna make another video. It's reached the 10 minute limit, so I'm gonna make another 10-minute video, maybe even 5 minutes or something like that. That will explain everything that you need to do or that you can do, and tips and tricks on guilds. I will upload that right after this video. These are basically tips and tricks when creating a guild, what you should do. And this one was just to describe everything about a guild, what they have, and yeah. Oh, and one more thing, the max amount of members you can have are 50, and you cannot go higher than that. So thank you for watching my video. If you want, you could like and subscribe. I don't mind if you do or not, as long as you actually like my videos. Like I said this 100 times and I'll say it again. As long as you like my videos, find it helpful, then that's all I'm happy about. So thank you for watching my videos. My name is Nosferatu Gaming DH, and I am out.